Welcome to the shit show.
Tom, it is the All Elite Wrap-Up for September 25th, 2025. God, I don't have a notepad here. I normally have notes, so I can keep notes and keep track of what's going on.
You do?
But I am so old hat at this, emphasis on old, that I can do this off the top of the dome. I want to remind everybody to join in the chat with us, like Theo P is doing. He says, hire American tech support. It looks like we have Castellar Daniel Garcia. Daniel Garcia is in the chat. I'm just going to say that. It says AEW is the absolute exciting wrestling alternative. And, man, we're here. We are going to talk about a lot of pro wrestling, a lot of AEW. But while you sink in and settle in and listen to us doing that, I remind you to also go to allelitewrapup.com. That's where you can subscribe to our newsletter to let you know when we're going live. It's free. We're not going to sell your data. We don't do none of that bullshit. Just send you the one-a-week email saying, hey, check this thing out. I mean, we reserve right to in the future, right? Tom wants to make sure that's clear, right? We currently do not, but, maybe. Times are tough, right? This is how you get rich in this world, right? It's data. So,
who cares about integrity? We got to make money. That's what's really important. Yeah, is making money.
Which also reminds me, at allelitewrapup.com, you can give us money. You can donate money to us. 2 different ways up there. Send us an email, aewrapup@gmail.com. That's aewrapup@gmail.com. We're on the Blue Sky. Tom was furiously skating away through both Dynamite and All Out. And everybody knows that we do a pay-per-view predictions game. And the loser of that game has to wear the worst Jeff Jarrett shirt you've ever seen. I guarantee it. The worst Jeff Jarrett shirt you've ever seen. And Tom.
Well, you know why?
Huh?
Because they're all the worst Jeff Jarrett shirt.
Because they're all the worst Jeff Jarrett shirt you've ever seen.
Yeah.
So, but this is the worst Jeff Jarrett shirt you've ever seen. It's kind of like that SCU thing, right? Where they're like, Kansas City, this is the worst town, right?
Yeah.
This is the worst Jeff Jarrett shirt I've ever seen. And I'm not wearing it. We'll just say that. I'm just going to call you out, Tom. Let's show everybody your glorious shirt because you don't know booking. You don't know Tony Khan's weird cocaine brain.
Well, so I'm looking at the YouTube, and you don't have it framed up, so it's just, I can't move my back.
Oh, well, you could you could tilt the camera.
No, hey, can you see it now?
Can you
see it now? Hey,
Tom, we know. We can see the emptiness in your eyes. We know you're wearing this shirt.
Hey, I got it. That's great. God damn it, Tim. Sometimes I got to do charity and fucking lose picks on purpose so that you look at here it is.
Yeah, look at
there
you.
It is. Okay, here it is.
This might have been one of the shortest reigns.
No, you had it for a while. That's
what I mean, just shortest. Like you know what I mean? You just turned it over to me in I think a couple of weeks because that all in, all out turnaround is fast. Or what was it? Forbidden Door or whatever. Turnaround was quick. Turnaround was fast. Yep, so it's back with you, its rightful owner. So you get to see Tom wear that again the next time we make picks, which I don't even know when the next AEW, what's the next event?
You don't know the next AEW event?
Yeah, that's right. We're going to the next event.
We're going to it.
Yeah. Oh, we've got to map that out. Yeah, because we're going to Dynamite. So then the next night you'll wear the shirt. And you'll show everybody that you suck.
So here's the thing that's gonna be interesting.
Remember how you kept saying you were like, "Oh, we gotta wear it at Wrestle Dream," but now you don't want to do that now, do you?
Who said that? No one said that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
I don't think anyone
we couldn't
said
go
that.
back and find that evidence at all.
No, it's AI if you saw it. But it does have to travel with us, so we're gonna see if our powers combine to fight off the evilness of Jeff Jarrett.
Right.
With Jeff Jarrett most likely in the building.
You have hope that you'll be able to just give it to me while we're there at Wrestle Dream.
Yeah, I will. We'll do a fun video where I'm going to hand it to you. Like it's like the Gettysburg Address. I'm just going to give it to you that way. And then you're going to go give the speech or wear the shirt in this case. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Last time we were in
St. Louis, I think you gave me that shirt. And you were like,
yeah, I know.
Go.
There it is. So we're going to, it's going to be it again. But yeah, so we're going to be at Dynamite front row on the 15th. I believe that's the date. And then that weekend's pay-per-view in St. Louis. We got VIP tickets, floor seats. So we're going to be meeting all the guys and girls and people who just identify as humans. And we're going to be hopefully seen at the pay-per-view. So you might see us twice in 1 week on national TV in some way or another. By the way,
you won't be able to miss us.
You won't. Not me. You will definitely not miss Dynamite. I've already decided. Because you know why? Side note. We'll get on track here in a second. I was watching 1990s WCW wrestling. Okay? And it was the Super Destroyer, Vader, and Rick Rude versus Sting and the Steiner brothers. And Rick Steiner does a belly-to-back suplex on Vader and picks Vader up. God dang, has to have been 9-10 feet in the air and drops him right on like the upper part of his shoulders. And people went fucking nuts. They like stood up. 2 guys just like stood up and high-fived. They're like, yeah! And that's what's missing in wrestling. I've decided that cool fucking moves are going to get celebrated and not the cool moves where it's smack the chest, run up the ropes, and da-da-da. If, God forbid.
I'm talking about flippy, spinning over your ball sack, plancha drive.
If Keith Lee happens to show up and takes Matt Jackson and throws him from 1 turnbuckle into the 4th row, I'm celebrating that. You know what I mean?
I'm talking about forceful moves, right?
Yeah. I'm celebrating that because we sit on our hands too much as fans being like, but I want to see more athleticism. No, the fuck you don't. You want to see fun and celebrate fun. So what I'm getting at is I'm going to be front row. Tim's going to be front row. There's probably going to be some high fives on stuff that you're like, oh, that didn't impress me that much. It fucking should have. It fucking should have.
Yeah, listen.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I don't even watch the fights, Tom. The MMA, the boxing, you're a big fight fan, right? I don't watch them. But when I watch those, right? Because pro wrestling, again, in my kayfabe world, I'm in the kayfabe world, I'm watching a fight company, right? I just get behind the curtain scenes to a lot of it for some weird reason, right? And it's a very poorly ran, you know what I mean? No organization fight company that I'm watching. Mm-hmm. When I watch the fights, I'm never like, wow, man, the athleticism of these guys, right? I'm like, holy shit, right? Like, you beat the shit out of this guy, or wow, the fucking look at the size of that guy, or the strength, or the, you know what I mean? I'm never like, wow, the athleticism. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not what I do. I'll say that when I'm watching basketball, maybe. Right?
Even then,
sometimes
Wembanyama is fucking awesome to watch. Just not even jump to dunk. You know what I mean? That's awesome. Yeah. I like that.
Right. You know what I mean? But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I mean. Like, but So I'm not there to watch the flippy stuff. Like, the flippy stuff is cool. Like, it is a spectacle when done right. I'm not arguing that. Like, there's a place for it, obviously. But like, yeah, I want to see some impact, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not impact, right? You know, you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean. But what I'm getting at is you're going to see us because we're going to be celebrating. We're going to be celebrating the great shit. We're going to be celebrating the great shit. So you're going to see us all night on Dynamite for sure. Most likely Collision as well because it's a Dynamite and Collision. And then you're going to see us on Wrestle Dream. I know what I'm wearing.
You wear something stupid, right? What are you wearing?
I'm wearing my orange Taz shirt so that you have to see.
Yeah,
me.
Right.
You know what I mean? You ain't going to miss me.
Right.
Dude, if I swear to God, Tim, you might have to pick me up off the ground. If Taz walks by and like gives me a fist bump because I'm wearing his shirt, that might make me pass out. I might be like one of those girls at a 1990s Michael Jackson concert that like passed out and had to be like carried off, you know? That might be me. I might pass out.
I'll call over the medics and they can take you back to the room and then we can meet up later. That's fine.
Yeah, I'll just be back there with Tony Khan.
Just be like, he'll be back there in the med station. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Not blinking. Hey,
is this your plan to get back? You're going to fake passing out after Taz gives you a fist bump, and then you're going to take out the medic, and then you're gonna... a real quick Russian leg sweep to the medic, and I was free.
Here we
are. Then
I
found Tony, and I was like, read this script.
Yeah. Next thing, Bryan Danielson
and the rest
said, give him a job. Yeah.
Then I was getting an AEW Lifetime Achievement Award.
And here we are today, ladies and gentlemen. Exactly.
Thanks for watching this documentary on the AEW Network.
There it is. That's
the
goal.
Dreams come together, Tom.
Dreams is, hey, if you don't dream it, you can't achieve it. You know what I mean? That's a fucking chicken noodle soup for the soul or whatever.
Yeah, you got to believe to achieve. And I believe you should get in the chat, talk to us throughout the night as we talk about Dynamite. Of course, we'll hit back on things that happened on All Out. What do you think about All Out? I mean, obviously we had a men's champion retaining. We had a new women's champion. Stuff all over the board. We didn't even get into everything.
New women's champ, Eddie Kingston, debuted or re-debuted after injury. Yeah.
Yeah, a little more of a pause there, comma.
Yeah. Right? But he's back, so that's great to see. He's going to be on Collision. I love
he wore the Claudio Sucks Eggs shirt.
I know.
Could have wore anything but like fuck Claudio, you know?
Yeah, because it's always fuck Claudio. Yeah, with him. I love it. Beth Copeland made a debut. That was cool to see. Anything that involves Stokely Hathaway, I always love.
Well, he let her spear because chivalry is not dead.
Well, we'll talk about that. Yeah, we'll see actually what happened there. But all in all, really great night of professional wrestling. Love the afternoon start. Maybe just make that a thing. Always love that. Just afternoon starts, you know? Who decided that we have to do things at night? Why? I've never understood that.
Why do we let the cool people make these decisions all the time?
Well, because one thing that I always thought would be fun, side note, we'll get back on track. I always wanted to be like a general manager of a baseball team, like a minor league baseball team. One thing that I thought would be so much fun would be to do Saturday morning cartoons where you have a baseball start time of 10 a.m. You get there early. You can have breakfast. You're playing Saturday morning cartoons. Then you play the baseball game. And then guess what? You got the rest of the day to do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah. See, and I'm not even, I made a joke. I was like, why do we let the cool people make these decisions? It's not even that. Like, I still want to do the drugs, get drunk and party and dance. And you know what I mean? Like, and let's all have the orgies, but can we start it at 6 p.m.? Like, why do we got to fucking, why do we got to pregame and then go out at fucking 11 and like, God damn it.
Yeah.
Start at noon. Let's just fucking get going.
That's
Hand
what
me the jack. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah. I always thought like, if the vendors were like throwing out pancakes instead of like, Cracker Jacks, it was pancakes that they're throwing out. And then like you were chugging syrup instead of beer. Like that would be that's what I thought would be fun. Like Saturday morning games. Anyhow. Let's talk about
bacon strips.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You grill it up, like you flip it or something. Yeah, someone catches it.
Just grabbing the bacon out of there.
That's what it would be fun. All right, let's talk about Dynamite.
We got all the ideas. God, Tony, you should listen to us. Whoever owns the T-Bones here, or what, the Monarchs.
Yeah. My brain is so brilliant. We're going to talk Dynamite. We're going to talk All Out. We're going to talk AEW.
My brain is so brilliant.
My brain is so brilliant. Right here. Look at this fucking thing. So brilliant. All right. We were in Pittsburgh at the Peterson Event Center. Granddaddy of them all, as we all know.
Yeah.
And
storied halls of the Peterson.
There was that one time.
That arena. Mm-hmm.
Yep. There was that one time, and then that other time, and then last night. And last night kicked off.
The Wrestling Observer covered it.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah.
Last night kicked off with a promo. Thought that was interesting. Hangman addressed Kyle Fletcher and then said he's facing Pittsburgh's own Lee Moriarty. Is it Moriarty? I never know how to say his last name.
Moriarty.
Moriarty.
Or is it Moriarty?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Moriarty or Moriarty? Anybody in the chat, let us know.
Yeah, let us know. You can just say one or two. Moriarty.
Yeah, we don't fact check. And we like to make sure that everybody is aware, if you're new to us, we don't say that as in like, you should fact check. Mm-hmm. We're not going to do it. You do it. Yeah. You tell us.
And you know why? Because it's pro wrestling. Like, what are we really talking about? You know what I mean? Let's all, come on.
Moriarty. You know who the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah,
It's not like we're mixing these two up. Yeah.
Exactly. So Hangman first says, hey, I was actually pretty proud of the proto-star, Kyle Fletcher. As we know, Hangman defeated Kyle Fletcher in the main event at All Out. And then he said he wonders if Kyle Fletcher is going to take what happened and push towards the moon, or if he's still going to just hang out with this Don Callis family and be a yuckster, And then he said he's going to face the best Pittsburgh has to offer. And that obviously, as I mentioned, is Lee. So we get that match a little bit later on in the night. But then we go into some in-ring action.
Who Theo does chime in here. He says it's Moriarty. That's okay. Professor Moriarty, arch nemesis of Sherlock Holmes. I don't know what it is.
Oh, yeah. Means, but yeah. Everyone knows the
nemesis. I know what Sherlock Holmes is, but you know what I mean.
I didn't know he had nemesis. I think he just goes around saying that guy killed
quite a few. I thought he gathered some all around the world, or at least around Scotland. I don't know.
I thought that was Carmen San Diego.
London.
I have no idea.
San Diego. Mm-hmm.
What a nasty bitch.
See how we get off the rails here?
Yep, it happens. Hey, we get into some in-ring action, and it's a tag team championship match. It's Brodito, Bandito, Spanish for bandit, and Brody King, taking on GOA. Now they're calling themselves The Demand.
The Demand. I don't like that.
I mean,
this is fine.
I just don't think we need a name for everything. You know what I mean?
We didn't need a name for this. I felt like Ricochet and GOA was fine. It rolled off the tongue enough, right? Like, and that is what it is. It was the Gates of Agony and Ricochet. So, like, that's fine. The Demand, I don't know. Just doesn't feel right. Doesn't feel right. I don't like it. I don't feel like, I don't know. But we'll see. Maybe they get it over.
Yeah. So, going back to All Out, the news of the day for GOA and Ricochet was that they defeated the Hurt Syndicate. So what'd you think of that result before we get into this tag team action?
Yeah, we both picked the other way on this one. But we said that sucks. We think Ricochet and GOA should get the win. So it was nice to see that. Mm-hmm. I guess fine. I'm just more interested in how do we take this, moving forward for both teams. And honestly, I don't know that we got a solid answer on either one of those on Dynamite.
So as I think I heard correctly, and maybe I didn't, but I believe we were going to do a 6-man tag or a trios tag team championship match, but Shibata is injured, so they pivoted and said, let's just give him a tag team championship match. Ricochet can be Ricochet, right? And so maybe that's why.
For later, but yeah.
Right. So maybe they were supposed to build off of that and then do this, but they didn't.
Sort of spinning. Yeah. So more to follow, essentially, with both of these teams. I'd like to see, that Ricochet and GOA, the Demand, get a little more focus in some things, right? Like, his character's so great to just fuck with people,
Well, I really think if it's them and the Ops, there you go. You know what I mean? Like, that's a fun feud. Samoa Joe and Ricochet in a promo battle, and then you got Hobbs and Toa Leona.
Just wait till Samoa Joe flexes on Ricochet or something, and then fucking Toa Leona just gets in there. He's like, "I'm sorry, what? You got something?"
Yeah, yeah, I think that'll be fun.
I can bench press Hobbs, you, dog.
Yeah, all that stuff. But with this match, we had a big hoss here. Again, his name is Brody King. We get all the good wrestling here, right? Wrestle. All these guys can wrestle really good. And we get towards the end, and guess what? The 21 Plex on Bishop Kong by Bandito, and your champions defend their titles just as they did at All Out, where they defended their championships in a ladder match. But yes, still your champs, Brodito, defeating the Gates of Agony. What'd you think? And also, what'd you think from All Out and the tag team championship match?
The tag team championship match was wild. So watching Dynamite, I thought, man, they should have had Gates of Agony win here. Like, it felt like one moment there was like a false finish, and I was like, I should have done that. I feel like they could use it. But you talking through what you think here, if we're going to go after the trios, that makes sense why we just kind of stalled and punted here. So, fine. I do think Brodito's losing some juice, right?
Well, they don't have a story. That's the thing, is they're fun and they're cool.
No reason to care.
Yeah, and especially because...
No reason for me to care why any heels want to beat them either. Like, they're just guys. They're just fellas. They're cool fellas.
Yeah. And also, and this just always kind of rubs me the wrong way, I don't like when someone has 2 titles, because that means to me they have none. Because if Bandito is your ROH heavyweight champion, why isn't he wrestling for that? Like, why is he in this match instead of that match? Because that's the heavyweight championship of one promotion.
Yeah, what
right?
if Hangman was not on Dynamite because he was over on ROH?
Yeah, doing the tag
titles
match
over there, doing tag matches.
Yeah,
like, God damn it, man! What the Hangman? I want to see those sexy golden locks.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the double title thing, but that's just me. And also, yeah, there's no. Like Gates of Agony can kind of just be a story, right? Because that's a tag team that we're aware of that has a name. And I know Brodito does, but like, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't. And yeah, I need to know why did they team together? I keep being told that they've known each other for years. Cool. You just did finger guns and decided to be best friends. Like that's, you know what I mean? Like what happened there? You know what I'm saying?
It's finger guns.
Right? I mean, that's what that's like, me too. And then okay, let's wrestle together. Right? I don't know. Yeah. So we'll see what's next for them. And then, like I mentioned, I think the plan is for the
two
demand.
guys calling their podcast Tim and Tom.
I wouldn't do that. Yeah. Well, that's our names though. No. Like that's fine. We can explain how we became friends and did the podcast. But yeah, I think the demand goes after the ops when that settles, and then who knows what's next for the tag team champions. All right. After that, we get a tease of who the conglomeration's mystery partner is, as Mark Briscoe says, you know, the word of the day is mystery and it's orange and all it's fun. Now, here's what I want your opinion on, though. So we do this thing. Hologram puts on the glasses. So does Briscoe and all the people.
That was fun.
They leave.
Putting on those sunglasses was the best part.
Well, I want to focus on that. So they leave, right? And then you see clone activated.
Yeah.
And we've been seeing these vignettes. Mm-hmm. So what did you make of that?
I've seen some stuff offline that is behind the curtain, so I think I know what that is, right?
I don't, so don't tell me.
So I don't know if we should. Yeah, why don't you tell me what you think it is, and we'll play it out over time. We'll see.
I just think
if
it's
what
gonna
I've
be
even seen is right.
I think it's just going to be like a SummerSlam '94 Undertaker versus Undertaker. Who's the real hologram, right? And then we're just going to do that.
Appears, doesn't it?
Yeah,
that's what it seems like. Hologram, like an evil hologram,
and which is fine. Look, Mario had Wario.
Hologram Wolfpack.
Ooh, yeah. What's his name going to be? Is it Clone?
He could be Hologram Hollywood, and then he could be Hologram Wolfpack.
Yeah. What is his name going to be? Is it Clone? Because it says Clone activated. It didn't say like evil whatever. So like, who's that one motherfucker? Gravity. No, but like, remember Gravity?
Yeah. Yeah. Man, I hope
Samoa Joe killed that character. When he did the walk away, that was done. Your character's done. Yep, you're over.
Yep.
All right, so let's keep it moving. We stay backstage, and we talk to our new AEW Women's World Champion, Kris Statlander. And we're doing the celebration and this fun. Yay, great. Gonna take on Mina later on in the night. She's great. She's first. Awesome for her. And then Renee just goes, hey, what's up with this Death Rider thing? And then I wrote this down. Statlander said, things move really fast when you make decisions. And then she stared a hole into Renee to where Renee's soul went to hell, it felt like. Like, it was, right? What'd you make of that?
Setting up for what we see later, right, and everything. And yeah, I just thought, I was intrigued by it because I thought, man, if we're doing this, why didn't we do it at the pay-per-view, right? Like, why didn't we do it at the pay-per-view was my thought. One of my best moments of this night, though, was when Renee's first starting and she's saying some stuff about Statlander. Harley Cameron comes in and is like, and she was like, and Harley Cameron is here. Great.
Got to deal with that. All right. We usually do this in chronological order, but I do want to skip ahead. I think this isn't over. So let's skip ahead because in our main event, Kris Statlander takes on Mina Shirakawa, right? Great fight, great match. Kris Statlander gets the victory using that seatbelt pin that she defeated Toni Storm with, which Yuta told her to use. So that's twice in a row, right? And so Yuta gets in the ring and was like, hey, hell yeah, brother. You're using my shit. Way to go, Statlander. Remember when we were best friends?
Yep.
Harley's in there celebrating. Statlander's like, shit, Harley, I think you're in trouble. And then here comes the rest of the Death Riders. Yuta does the whole, let's put your hand up in the air. You've joined the group, you know, like putting the NWO shirt on back in the day, right? And then Statlander says, whop.
She had that weird look on her face the whole time too, right? Like, I mean, she's like death staring out, like almost like she's regretting every moment of this.
Yeah. But she gives the old mollywop to Yuta. Yuta falls. Then here comes what's her name? What is her name? Marina with a big clothesline. Statlander ducks, gives the middle fingers to Moxley. Moxley grins. She jumps out of the ring, gets into the crowd. I thought that visual was cool with the two middle fingers. I posted that on our Instagram. Two middle fingers in the crowd. I think that is all a ruse.
You think so?
All a ruse. You know why? Because next week, we're doing a mixed tag match, and it is Yuta and Marina versus Statlander. And I believe, who was it? They announced it for next week. And now I can't think of it. But now, for the 6-year anniversary, it is going to be a mixed tag match. I think that's where Statlander is going to put the foot up the ass of Harley Cameron. I think that's where we get the turn, Yuta, Marina, all the stuff. That's what I think.
So my initial, as you were saying that, I thought, that's better because like right now, what they just did, I was like, what does it matter? What, like, we're not putting Marina Shafir up for this title, I wouldn't think, right? So like, where does this go? We still kind of have that issue, even if she joins them. Like, who's the face that cares? Like, it's not Harley Cameron, is it? We're going Harley Cameron as the face.
Harley Cameron. Title, so like, Harley Cameron is going to get fed to the wolves.
Yep.
But we just mentioned who lost the championship at All Out was one Toni Storm. Toni Storm was not seen, and Mina even said later in her interview she hasn't heard from Toni Storm since she lost. As we saw, she was shocked. I think this is the next chapter in Toni Storm. I think we see a different version of Timeless, and we get
out to battle the Death Riders in some weird.
That's going to bring out
some homage to like those like Escape from New York style movies or something, right?
The Warriors, right? With the clinging the Coca-Cola bottles and stuff. Yeah. I think that's where we're going to go because it feels like what's she going to do? And then the Death Riders need to get involved with something, right? It's Darby Allin. That's who it is. I kept looking for it. It's Darby Allin and Statlander versus Yuta and Marina Shafir. This is where I think Kris Statlander turns. Hell, they might try to all kill Darby Allin, right? Like, I wouldn't be shocked about that. And so, that's what I think. But just what I think. I was obviously wrong because, look, I'm wearing this fucking T-shirt.
It looks so great on you.
Well, most things do, but this fucking thing sucks, okay? Yeah. Damn it.
So you know what else looks good on me? Your mom, okay?
Yeah.
All right, so but back to this. All right, so prior to the main, we jumped ahead. We were at Statlander, gives a promo, scares the bejesus out of Renee, which is fun interesting because you're staring down Renee, but you're presumably joining her husband's group.
But that's still iffy, right? We still haven't said Renee is like cool. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know.
Or maybe she's jealous of her already. Maybe she's like, I love Moxley more than you do. Nah,
maybe this is Renee's intro to wrestling.
Yeah. All right, we get into some in-ring action, and it is for the AEW World Championship Open Challenge. Our champion, Hangman Adam Page, takes on the ROH World Pure Champion, Lee Moriarty. There it is. The hometown kid, Lee. And we get the fun, right? It looks Big Shotty. No, that's Big Shotty Lee Johnson. That's who you're thinking of.
Oh, that's right. Big Shotty Lee Johnson.
Yeah, that is a different Lee.
Moriarty. He's the, what is he?
Tiger Style.
He's not the captain. Captain is Sean Dean, right?
It's the Tiger Style.
Tiger Style.
Mm-hmm. He wears the mask and does the stuff. It's cool. This was
forgot
good.
All those guys existed, to be real honest.
Well, there you go.
I don't watch the ROH, though.
There they are. They're there.
Yep.
Here they are. And this was good. Hangman wins with the dead eye. I don't think anything necessarily moved mountains, but it was good if you went to the show saying, I want to see Hangman. Awesome. Here it is.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that was good.
Yeah, I also don't think, like, this wasn't, like, a coming-of-age moment for Moriarty either, right? Like,
yeah,
everything was just fine about this. Yeah. Yeah, I think we were fine. And, yeah, we got to Hangman must pose, right? Get to see those sexy locks, like I said.
Now, let's get into another sexy blonde man, and let's talk about after All Out, Adam Copeland and Christian Cage talked to each other. Now, they defeated FTR at All Out. As mentioned, not Phoenix, Copeland makes her AEW debut, and in turn gets pile driven down into the crust of the earth. I will say
that
this
really well.
Yeah, when she did the kiss Adam Copeland and I'm just going to try to
just like, fuck it, I'm
punch
just gonna,
him up. Yeah. Love that moment. Yeah. That was really cool.
No, but they all sold it well. So, like, the timing of it was done well, right? They didn't hover too long. He just grabbed her, fucking did it. And Copeland, for his credit, did not do the McMahon oversell on this thing, right? Just looked legit like it was just like, no! Right? Like, fuck, right? Like, I thought it was done really well. Yeah. And then just FTR just kind of being like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, well, just we did that.
Yeah.
That's great.
I also like Kip Sabian jumping in here and going like, oh, you think you could just beat me at the last pay-per-view and like, you're going to forget about me? Fuck you, brother. Here it is. Here's
I'm still here.
Yeah. I like that. That was good for him
Kip
to stand
Sabian, should be doing like hair shampoo commercials. What happened there, man? That guy's
beautiful head.
Talking about sexy hair, like Jesus.
Yeah, him and his wife Penelope Ford, they must be sharing the same shampoo products. You know what I mean?
Something.
Can you imagine the conditioner
using organic fruits or something, man?
Yeah. They squeeze mango with their hands and then put it in their fucking hair.
Make a paste out of it.
Yeah. But let's talk about this.
So Adam mango, it's great for the roots.
Yeah. So Adam Copeland's walking backstage. Renee's like, "Can we get an update?" He's like, "No, you can't. She's hurt, right? We know that."
No. Yeah. Yeah.
Christian is kind of packing up his stuff. Adam Copeland also starts packing up his stuff. And he's like, "Hey, I got to get the fuck out of here. This stuff sucks. It keeps happening in my family. This isn't the first time. I can't let this stuff happen to my family anymore. I got to get out of here." Christian, in turn, says, "Well, I don't have a family anymore, so you go take care of yours." And Copeland, before he does leave, says, "No, you do have a family." And they shake hands and they walk off. What'd you make of all of this?
I know you skeeted and you said, is he retiring? Which I don't think that's what we're doing here, right? I wonder if this wasn't just like, hey, we knew we had to have certain days off or whatever, or weeks off, and maybe we'll build the story around that, or maybe he's just playing vacation, right? And something's going to happen. But this storyline is smack dab in the middle of it, right? So he can't be gone too long, right?
Well, I don't think that if he's doing a retirement thing, that was the last time we see him. I think it's, hey, I'm coming back. My contract, kind of like what Sting did, where Sting said, hey, this is my last year. I've got, 8 more days and then I'm done. I could see Copeland saying, hey, this shit with my family, I can't let it happen anymore, but I do have a contract. I've got 6 more pay-per-views and then I'm done. And then we just do a celebration of Edge with playing the hits. Like I could see that.
But we've got to wrap this up, right? We've got to wrap this up. And in the storyline, he's gone now, right? He's leaving.
So yeah, where does that leave Christian Cage too?
Does FTR fuck with Christian Cage, and then what does he do about it? And
I don't know.
Well,
because...
and we also got Luchasaurus and Jack Perry back together.
Yeah. Yeah. So Christian's in this weird spot because Kip Sabian's still hanging out. Nick Wayne, I think, is getting healthy. Copeland's gone. Luchasaurus is now with Jack Perry.
He's Luchasaurus again, apparently.
Here's a thought. Here's a thought. I don't know how long Adam Copeland's gone, right? Because if he's, I don't know, hurt or shooting a movie, or
maybe
like
this could have been an audible. He could have got hurt in this match or something too.
Yeah,
right?
something.
Yep.
If he doesn't have a family, well, I know the first family he had in AEW, and as you mentioned, Jurassic Express. Could we get the whole band back together, right? Like, could we get all three of them? We've grown, we've matured. Now let's take over the world.
What if we got the Acclaim back together, and then we got
the whole Jurassic Express?
Trios division is lighting up, man.
I mean, look, Christian, the Scapegoat, Jack Perry, and Luchasaurus as a trio with the Trios champion. I mean, those three are so distinct characters that now the championship feels more important because it's not just a group of guys, So
it could be fun. It could be a lot of cool stuff in that.
Yeah, and FTR. Let's talk about them. So they're next. So after that scene that we see from the pay-per-view, we go to Dynamite, and FTR is introduced by Tony Schiavone. And he's pissed. He said this is the worst thing he's ever seen.
Worst thing ever. Meanwhile, they're all lining up like arm and like over each other's shoulders. Just in support of each other.
Well, and I get that we're like trying to put in like, hey, this was really bad. But we just saw Bryan Danielson get murdered, right? With a bag.
Yeah. Brother, a guy put a fucking syringe through another guy's mouth. We had a fucking screwdriver in an ear.
Hell. And again, I'm not trying to like rank the violence in this way, but also at the pay-per-view, Darby Allin caught Jon Moxley on fire.
And a guy drank another man's blood, Tony.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm just saying even that night, All Out, Darby Allin caught Jon Moxley on fire. I think that's worse than a pile driver.
Tony, your memory is lagging a little.
Yeah. I've been doing wrestling a little too long. Anyhow. Here we are.
I think I see why you got moved off the desk, Tony.
Yeah. FTR, here we go. We're playing the hits, which fucking ruled, right? Stokely said he was running up not to fight Beth, but just to greet her. And then
introduce himself.
Yeah, she speared him. And then Dax Harwood said...
He said, chivalry's not dead. I allowed her to spear me.
Yeah. And then Dax Harwood does the whole... you punched me in the face. My nose is broke. My eyes were watered. I didn't know who I was hitting. And then I put you up for the pile driver, not knowing who it is. Cash is trying to stop me, but then pushes me, and then we pile drove you. I don't know. Like, that shit sucked.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have done that, but look, And I even love where he's like, but shit happens. You get in the line of fire. It's kind of, he wasn't apologizing. Right? He was just like, here's what happened.
Yeah, I do love that the idea of Cash was trying to stop him. And he's like, he was trying to stop me.
Oh, no.
I got to get to the second turnbuckle to stop you. Yeah. And then, kind of out of left field, here comes Willow Nightingale.
Oh, Cash tried to throw in the micro brawler line in there. I don't know if you caught it. He kind of flubbed it when he was throwing out there. He's like, when it dropped you on your micro brawler head.
Oh, yeah. I do remember that. Yes. Yeah. All right, so here's Willow. And Willow basically says, Beth Copeland, legend, inspired me. That's why I've been doing what I'm doing. And another thing she taught me.
Interesting.
Another thing that she taught me was not to take shit from guys like you. So why don't you try that fucking apology again?
Yeah, she said, if you want to like try that apology with some realness or just get the fuck out, right?
Yeah.
Paraphrasing there, but.
And then I thought this was a good moment of like, yeah, that would really happen. Because then you start to sense the temperature in the ring changed and FTR starts to get pissed. And instead of just Willow getting attacked, Jet Speed runs in and was like, hey, kind of conglomeration, thing. You're not going to do it to our friend. So what the fuck? FTR does the like, okay, we're cool. And then Speedball fucking really kicked Dax Harwood in the face. Stop hitting Dax in the face during these things. Like, he's getting really wrecked here.
You know what he's saying? Like, fuck it, just do it. Let's do it.
Yeah, but
it's already broken.
Yeah, I mean, that is true. And so FTR and Stokely kind of walk their way to the back. Willow and Jet Speed are in the ring. So I feel the next thing for FTR in the interim will be Jet Speed. Yeah?
I believe so. But, we brought this up for Harley Cameron. We just need to move it to Dax now, where every week something hits this guy in the face, right? Like, and he's just like, with Stokely and them, and their characters are heels, but they're uniquely set up to do this, right? Because they're kind of like sarcastic, shit-eating grin heels, right? I really like this heel run that they're doing, by the way. This is some of their best work I think I've ever seen character-wise from them, right? This having his nose broke in some different way every single week would just be top-notch. Please, Tony, I know you're watching. I know you watch this, Tony. You stay up late doing a few lines, allegedly. Yeah.
And then, side note.
And it's fine. I will do it with you if you hire us.
Well, here's the thing. It's
Allegedly.
I heard that like people refer to him as like Snowman, or who the fuck cares? Who the fuck cares?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I saw somebody said Snowman is one of the most objectively cool nicknames you could ever earn in your life, by the way. Yeah. Like, I don't care how you earn the name Snowman. It's fucking cool.
Young Jeezy used to have a snowman necklace because of how much coke he sold and did. Yeah. So
like, oh, you talking about Snowman? Like, everybody's like, what? What's up with Snowman? Right? Nobody's ever like, Snowman.
No. Yeah. And it's fine. It doesn't hurt anyone. So shut the fuck up. By the way, it doesn't hurt. If you just do it responsibly.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Yeah. Yes, exactly right. Yeah. It could be done in moderation by responsible adults and not harm anyone.
Yeah.
Especially if other world leaders would agree to a standard of measure. But that's beyond our control.
All right. So let's keep it moving. We stay with the promos, but we go back to All Out and we hear from MJF, who lost to Mark Briscoe. Now, Tim, what did you think of this match? And then we'll get to the promo in a moment.
The match, intense, right? And I knew it would be, man. MJF goes all out, right? Like, MJF quietly delivers a fucking A+ match a lot, right? Like, especially I think he protects himself in that he doesn't wrestle a lot, right? But when you see him out there wrestling a match, he's fucking going all in, right? Or all out, whatever you want to say, right? And so they got bloodied up. They did all the thumbs and the tacks. I like that for a long time they were playing that like, oh, no, right? Like, and then finally they dump his ass on it, right? Like, yeah, just good stuff there. But the promo here is really what we got to. So he's going to go away for a bit, but.
Well, hold on. I want to share my thoughts real quick on the match. Two things.
Yeah.
One, I still think if it's tables and thumbtacks, TNT, that should have been on TNT Collision, right? We keep saying that Collision needs fucking ratings. Well, here you go. Here's your fucking match.
Show that though. I don't know.
I would. Darby Allin fucking had a flamethrower.
Well, Kimball's back on the air. We can say anything we want. We can fucking throw anything out there.
Fuck you, Trump. Fuck you, bitch.
By the way, 4 times his average ratings, even though he didn't have a quarter of all TVs he normally had on there. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah. So I thought that's first thing, right? Second, and this was just happenstance. It was no one's fault, but it was one of those classic things where it's the time that you show wrestling to a friend and MJF looks like he just had a tampon blow up in his vagina. Like, that was unfortunate. Get blood everywhere instead of just right in the crotch. That was like, what are we doing with this?
Like, what happened to that guy?
Yeah. Happenstance.
Listen, you ever been around tables and thumbtacks?
Right. Yeah.
Dangerous stuff.
Happenstance. No one's fault. You know what I mean? But,
sure.
Right.
But I get it. Well, you would think don't wear bright white when you're doing the bloody match, but that's why you do it. You wear the bright white so that.
But like, get it everywhere. That's what I was saying. Get it, fucking wipe it on your. Yeah.
Start rubbing it all everywhere. Over, man. Come on.
Yeah. That's what I was getting at. All right,
That's what Tom's saying. Just rub yourself a little bit, you know?
Yeah, rub yourself. Let's have some fun. All right, so
I saw a guy breaking down on TikTok. He was breaking down, one sexual kink or another, and he was just like, blah, blah. And I was just like, I just wanted to comment, be like, brother, you here to psychoanalyze this or have a good time? Come on, man, get in the pit. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, have something. Oh, anyhow, yeah, I get
Jesus Christ, man.
I just get so aggravated with all
shit
this.
For?
Yeah. Everyone should have something. I don't care what it is, but just, I'm so fucking tired of these
have a
squares.
Thing. You and your friends, you do it over there,
Whatever it is. You suck toes in the morning? Good. Awesome. Let's let's talk about it. But these fucking nerds, I can't.
You think it's specifically the morning for this?
Sure.
It's gotta be the morning.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just not the same mood. It's not the same. Yeah.
Again, you don't have to do everything at night, Tim. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's true.
You get to do things different.
I'm gonna write this down. I'm gonna ask my wife. Hey,
there you go.
We should try
something. Just have something.
Set the alarm a little early.
Yeah, be interesting. That's all I'm getting at. But I did think the match was great. Mark Briscoe winning, I thought was awesome. Now let's get to the promo. So we have MJF still covered in thumbtacks. Blood looks like it's still coming from his back. And he says, and I'm going to paraphrase because I couldn't do it justice by quoting everything. Sure. But essentially he says, I lost everything. And at one time, Ospreay, Hangman, and Swerve, they were behind me. Yep. And now I'm behind them.
Biggest star in wrestling. Yeah. My name was everywhere. I was torching them.
And then this is where I love character work. And this is where I love AEW more so than any other wrestling company, is because they acknowledge their past history. Because then he goes, and then Adam Cole came around. And Adam Cole, again, I'll paraphrase here, fucked me up, right? Messed with my brain.
He broke my heart.
Yeah, broke his heart.
He goes, it sounds cheesy, but I'll admit it, he broke my heart.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's the shit we're here for, man. And then he goes into, I'm leaving.
We got a moment of honesty, though, from MJF there, right? He wouldn't admit that earlier, right? He even had to, collect himself to not, show emotion other than anger in the moment.
Yeah. He also mentioned how the thumbtacks were doubt, right? So he's got to remove all this doubt. I love that line, too. He then even, took one and, chewed it up and spit it out, thought that was cool. But he says, when I come back, I'm going to be the most dangerous MJF you have ever seen. I don't even know what that could be. I mean, he's been pretty dangerous.
What's he gonna do? Is he gonna set up a song and dance routine to? This will be interesting though to see what that means, right? How does he follow through on that? What does the most dangerous MJF we've ever seen look like?
And also, don't forget, he still has that contract. He did not cash in his contract for winning the Battle Royal. Yes, but Hangman losing all control, can't figure out which way is left, which way is up, which way is down, and then next week your biggest villain is coming back to face you for that championship.
Yeah,
oh fuck!
That's what you get is you get Hangman to go through one of the most brutal matches, and then the next Dynamite, MJF comes, or even at the end of that thing, he's like, yeah, and then MJF's just like, hey, we've got some special Saturday night Dynamite coming up or whatever, right? Fucking gotcha.
That would be Collision, but yes. Yeah, it would.
He's not gonna do it on Collision. And so you just show up on the next Dynamite and be like,
Collision needs some shit. By the way, Collision needs some shit. Remember when MJF did take on Kenny Omega and he passed Kenny Omega's most days as champ streak?
This is hard to, easier said than done. But yes, you need to have some folks who are mostly on Collision. That's your Collision stories. But then you also need to have some of the Dynamite big things happen there, right? It's a little mixture of both. Mm-hmm. Which is tough in small amounts.
Well, I will say Collision does have Eddie Kingston making his return to TV. So there's that.
We got Eric Douglas saying, I was hoping Darby versus Mox in an Inferno match. Yeah, what did they call? It's a...
I Quit.
I Quit, yeah. Well, you had the flamethrower. Should have been an Inferno match.
Well, it still could be. right? Like with these two guys, it still could be an Inferno match. Like I wouldn't be shocked
to make you quit. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's where I would not be shocked. Yeah, so MJF's going away, he's coming back, and he's gonna be the devil triple times what he used to be. So look out.
That'll be interesting. Is he gonna murder somebody, I guess?
Because hold on, well, did he say
well, the worst thing we've ever seen on AEW television was pile driving a woman.
Yes, obviously. But he just said dangerous, right? He didn't say evil. Correct?
He said dangerous. Most dangerous.
He
which
could
isn't
be a
Swerve
babyface.
The most dangerous man in AEW?
Right. But he could just be a babyface coming back, right? Give it enough time.
Just be dangerous. What if he's like an Evel Knievel gimmick?
I don't know about that. Maybe. Yeah, sure. Try it out.
Dangerous.
Try it out. But what I was getting at is like, let's hypothetically say Don Callis actually gets taken serious as a faction and they start to really kind of rule AEW with an iron fist. And then MJF is like, I know what the fuck we need. We need someone like this. And then comes back with,
we need the devil.
Right. To save our souls or whatever, something silly that they would say. You know what I mean?
Please say that. Yeah.
Yeah, he would say something like that.
The devil to save this company's soul.
Yeah.
To do it.
All right. Then we get to some in-ring action. First, we get the Don Callis family. It's Okada, Takeshita, and Hechicero. They walk out. Don Callis says, hey, you motherfuckers, guess what? I love art. Art is great. I got the best art. Let's look at art. They wheel out this thing. They go to unveil it. And since the last time we saw him, he was hanging out behind this artwork. Orange Cassidy busts through and says,
yeah.
Hey. Huh? Orange Cassidy's is back, huh? What do you think about that?
Yeah, we just should, I don't know why we didn't see him actually breaking an artwork, right? And they just didn't get it pulled off in time. Prop couldn't get worked up, right? But
or they didn't have a full painting, so they're like, just fucking,
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what they're like, we tried to make it happen. Just stand there and act like you already did it. Nobody gives a shit. They're here for you. Good. That one threw me for a little bit of a loop. I kind of wasn't expecting that, but you know what I mean? That was fun.
That's the way Orange Cassidy needs to be. Again, after this match, we'll talk about the fallout from it. But
I like for his intro, it was like the blue screen. It was red, but it was like the blue screen of death.
Yeah. Well, he posted online somewhere that he's like, I gave the wrong file. Sorry about that. So that's why it was like all this file corrupt stuff, But so after this match, Orange Cassidy doesn't really get the next line of business for himself, kind of going. So this is what I would do. Make him fun again. I've been clamoring for this. I want to show Orange Cassidy off to non-wrestling fans. And the way we all fell in love with them was doing the Don Callis, kind of stuff. So let's get back to that. You know what I mean? Let's have some fun.
Man. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. We got to do the kicks. We got to,
I wouldn't, we talked about the funny gimmick with FTR broken nose thing, right? Another fun thing, and I wouldn't do it at the same time, but Don Callis continues to try to unveil some piece of artwork that continuously gets destroyed by Orange Cassidy. He's like,
so you could mix the two. Orange Cassidy goes to like whatever someday and throw his arm up, and FTR is walking by, and old Dax just bam. He's like, no, never mind. No, you didn't mean it.
But yeah, like Don Callis could like have a banner be dropped, but then it's just a picture of an orange, and he's like, "What the fuck?" Yeah. And then it's just behind him, something like that, Yeah. But in this match, shocker, Hechicero takes the pinfall loss. Who would have saw that coming? Now, here's the question. Still looks like Okada and Takeshita are doing this. You think you're better than me? I think I'm better than you. What do you make of this? Are we getting that match maybe at Wrestle Dream for the Unified Championship?
Man, Wrestle Dream, they got to hurry up and get there. But, because I don't. If you wait too long, we're not going to tell the story over like 8 weeks, right? So yeah, I guess we probably will. Hechicero. It reminded me, this happened a couple of weeks ago, but the Bryan Danielson clip where he's like, I love me some Hechicero. And he's like, you ever wrestle a guy like that? And he's like, I wrestled Hechicero.
Okay. Really? Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, that is a great clip. But okay, so after this, Hechicero takes the pinfall loss. Hologram pinned him. So then Kyle Fletcher walks out, looking like the star that he thinks he is. And by the way, looks good getting off the bus. You know what I mean? He knows where the weights are. Looks the part. And he challenges Hologram next week at the 6-year anniversary, where he says, I'm the best TNT champ. But everyone says because you're undefeated, you're so good. How about we do title versus streak? Now, early prediction, what do you think happens here?
This clone comes out.
That's what I was thinking. Up. Yeah, the clone is where we get, and how, I legitimately, hand on a Bible, I do not know what any of this really means. So I don't know what they're going to do. If it's is it like, don't even tell me, but is it another lucha? Like, is it Mystico? And it's like, oh, that's so crazy, or is it going to be someone I don't know, like.
These are all good guesses, Tom, but you're just going to have to keep watching to find out.
But yeah, it's going to be the clone, right? The clone.
It's going to be the clone. Definitely going to be the clone. I just want to know eventually, like, how does Harley Graham fit into it? Because
she has to. Well, she has to. She
has to make at least a cameo.
So we could have some fun with this, because this will be, in my opinion, the first real story Hologram will have. I know he did the kind of series with Beast Mordos, but as far as like a real story, this is it.
Storyline.
So I think we need to do the traditional, you're the good guy, I'm the bad guy. Let's fight, right? I think, to your point, eventually they're twins per se, right? Well, the only one that can get them together on the same page is Harley Graham, and you do that as a tag team.
We get
Harley
her
Graham
leading like she's Sunny leading the Body Donnas.
Yes, exactly that. Yeah. You got Hologram 1, Hologram 2, right?
Yes.
And then you got Harley Graham.
It could be a Killer Bees gimmick almost, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And then she's the one leading it, right? And I am Harley Graham. Yeah.
God,
that's the one how it has to end. That's how it ends, right?
I swear, if Tony Khan does not hire you/us, he's really missing out. He just doesn't understand.
Doesn't understand at all.
Just doesn't know. Just doesn't get it.
He will. 15th, he will. The 15th. The 15th, you hear me?
Yeah.
That's fun. All right, so we're going to get next week Hologram versus Kyle Fletcher. Then, as I mentioned, we hear from Mina Shirakawa. She talks about, as mentioned, she hasn't heard from Tony Storm. Tony Storm looked completely shocked losing the championship at All Out.
Every time nobody's heard from Tony Storm, she comes back different. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Kris Statlander joins the Death Riders. She looks to be the meanest girl on the block. There's only one who could save us.
Did see an interview with Tony Storm where she was talking about how she enjoyed working for Tony Khan and AEW and all that. And she was like, but he still won't get me the damn Wendy Richter.
Oh, that would be fun. That has to happen. By the way, did you know,
like, the only bad thing I can say is he won't give me the damn Wendy Richter.
And you know who she did that interview with? Sandman. It was Sandman's podcast that she did that with.
That's right, yeah.
Sandman and AEW. Give it to me. Give it to me. Have you heard that story? Have you heard that story that Sandman just recently told, where when he was in WWE, Vince or someone wanted to make him and Hacksaw Jim Duggan the tag team champs, and the first thing Sandman said is, well, who's gonna work? Because I stand on the fucking apron and you stand on the apron. Who's gonna wrestle the goddamn match?
You know how bad WCW was? They named that guy Hardcore Hack.
Yeah, Hack. Hardcore Hack. Yeah, just not good. Not good at all. But what is good, as we were talking about earlier, Jurassic Express returns next week on the 6-year anniversary show. I always love this time of year. You know why? 2 reasons. 1, they do an anniversary show, which means they're going all out. And 2, my birthday. It's destiny, yep. Tony Khan. You started the fucking show on my birthday.
Mm-hmm. You're going to be near your birthday in
Brilliant
person.
Brain. Brilliant brain.
Brilliant brain.
Right here.
Yep.
Do it. Anyhow, so we get that next week. I'm excited. Because I want to know, because they looked like baby faces, right? So let's talk about how I guess they reformed. So after the ladder match, Young Bucks are hanging out in the ring. Jack Perry just walks up, and the Young Bucks were like, God damn it, man. You keep annoying us. Like, what the fuck do you want? Jack Perry says, middle finger. And then double leg fight. Rocky Romero, for whatever fucking reason, just decides to get involved. That was weird, right?
Yeah, well, he's part of their whole fucking...
He's in the Don Callis family. He's not in their thing. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could say he is.
With the Young Bucks and that whole, yeah.
The orbit, I guess you could say. Yeah, I guess you're right. So anyhow, Jack Perry
weren't they both part of the same fucking Bullet Club pew pew?
No.
Thing or something at some point?
Rocky Romero was with Trent fighting against the Bullet Club back in New Japan Pro Wrestling. So they were, okay. But there are kind of Don Callis and the Young Bucks are, friends adjacent, right? Yeah. So I guess it makes sense. But then,
I still, man, well, go ahead. Sorry, finish.
I was going to say, then they got Jack Perry stuck with the BTE trigger, lights go out. And then that video that we saw with Jurassic Express, now we get the full version of it. Cause I don't think that's how he was supposed to debut. I think Nick Wayne's ankle injury kind of forced their hand to just get something quick.
Push the head.
And then we do this, right? And then, we see that Jack Perry brought Luchasaurus back to life. Luchasaurus comes, double choke slam. Jack Perry points at his weight belt. That says kill switch. He grabs it, throws it. Missed fucking opportunity, Tony. Missed fucking opportunity. Right there, Tim. I swear to God, I almost got my running shoes on and I was going to run to your fucking house. I swear on everything. When he pointed at that kill switch thing, I had a moment of just a daydream that I just saw. Yep. I thought he was going to grab the fucking mic and explain himself and not even explain himself. Just go, I'm a dinosaur. And we were all going to go fucking nuts. That was the moment. This,
Tony, if you are watching, you can let us know you're watching with an I am a dinosaur thrown in somewhere.
Oh my God. It's a t-shirt. Everyone's fucking buying the t-shirt.
Yeah, people love that fucking Reptar from the fucking...
Yeah.
All right, so the whole thing, though, I'm just confused left and right about how we got here because this was such a big story to tell, and we just kind of did it, and we haven't really explained much. And, okay, so I guess my mind goes then, are we doing Lucha Express Young Bucks? But, the Young Bucks are down and out. I know they just got a little bit of money, but, or Jurassic Express, excuse me, yeah. But, what? Why did we have Jack Perry went away freakishly weird, and now he's just yay, we're back with Lucha's. I need to know, maybe there's more to follow. Maybe there is some manipulation to come. I don't know.
I read, and then I ended up watching some of it after I read the article, because this is where the Young Bucks reward you as a fan, but also if you're not 1,000% in, things like this get missed. Because if you just watched AEW TV, they were all friends. They were trying to hide documents from whatever.
Yeah.
Right? And then you see Jack Perry next time just go like this. Now, what I saw was they started their BTE show again.
Yeah.
And he's been calling, stuff, and they've been ignoring it.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's
enough.
A knife
and said, for the next time you stab me in the back and things like that. But that's what I mean. I didn't know what's going on. But then, what? Yeah, I don't know. There's so much to tell about. And Luchasaurus has been uniquely being manipulated since he's been in AEW to some extent that, I just don't know. This is weird. Now,
maybe we get all the explanation next week, right? Maybe it's this and this and this and, oh my God, what? And I throw my hat off and I'm like, this is insane. But most likely it's going to be fine.
You brought up Eddie Kingston earlier.
Love Eddie Kingston.
What about Hook?
Eddie, did you watch the promo after with Eddie Kingston and Hook? Okay, so he does. We'll get back on track here.
Yeah.
He does a promo and he's standing next to Hook, right? And Eddie's like, when I was out, I had doubt, all this stuff. And you know who the only person to call me is? And he goes, well, it was Ortiz, Monkey. I love Monkey. But then he goes, it was Hook. It was this guy right here. He goes, that's when I realized this is a real one. And he goes, and now you guys really fucked up because now we're together. Oh, I got my young boy, he said, something like that. And he's like, and I was just like, no.
Yeah, this is weird.
We got to stop treating Hook like a project. Either let him stand and lead something, but like it's Team Taz, it's the conglomeration, it's the ops, it's now Eddie.
Yeah, it's somebody's gonna show him the way and show him the ropes, and like,
nah,
well, if he ain't got the ropes yet,
yeah, just throw him in the deep end. Yeah. Let him lead. You know what I mean? I'll take it more serious.
Yeah, interesting. But yeah, I didn't know if you had more to follow up on the Jurassic Express there, but yeah, I just thought that was interesting. Like, that's gonna be a thing now, I guess.
I don't like that. Not at all. Eddie Kingston is a solo act. I love Eddie Kingston, but in my opinion, kind of the two down moments in his career in AEW was when he was leading the Lucha Bros and Butcher and the Blade. And then when he was also pseudo with the Blackpool Combat Club because they were going up against the Jericho Appreciation Society. Like, yeah, that didn't bring. Eddie is a solo act. Eddie is a magnetic force that brings you to him.
Too
not
much of a tortured soul to ride with somebody too long. You know what I mean? Like Moxley is a weird enough person to be like,
That's it. Yeah, that should be his only friend. Yeah. We'll see what Saturday brings, but I did not love throwing him with Hook, especially this quick, where it was just like, yeah, they're friends. No,
unless maybe Hook's gonna fuck him over.
Oh, that'd be fun. I see. Now, if you want to let him stand on his own, all right, I'm down with that. But we'll see.
Or it's this crew that he's been hinting at when Eddie's like, "Oh, I think he's talking about me, dog," and he's like, "Nah, actually, I wasn't."
That could be fun. Could be fun.
I think you're a disgrace to New York. Look at you, fat slob, or whatever, right? And then they just whap.
Yeah, and then it's a little group of him. Yeah. Speaking of Eddie Kingston, his greatest rival in his entire career, Claudio Castagnoli, was in action next. He took on Powerhouse Hobbs in the meat match of the night, presented by Arby's. It's not presented by Arby's, but it should be. The meat. Oh man, if you could bring sliced meat into the show and everyone just throws meat in the air every time they fucking hit meat.
What do you mean somehow, Tom? We're bringing sliced meat into Dynamite.
I just throw fucking bologna in the ring while Powerhouse
Hobbs stopped going into Wrestle Dream and patted down because they're like, no, we know you two. We saw the show.
We're VIP. Fuck you. We're VIPs. That means we can bring sliced meat.
Hand over the meat. Be like, I know you want the meat. They'll be like, that's not what stop it. Go full DX on this. I don't know, the guy said they want my meat. I think I'm going to call security on you. Sexual harassment. I don't have to take this. It's 2025.
Fuck you, Flex Zerba. That's a deep cut. Fuck that guy. What was I saying? Oh, it was Powerhouse Hobbs, Claudio Castagnoli. We get all the fun here, right? Boom, 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 boom. Meat. Claudio wins. And I like that.
Pecs on pecs.
Yeah. Claudio can't lose too much, right? If we're going to take him serious as like a real fuck you up, he does have to beat some people.
You're too strong.
Yeah. So I like that he beat Powerhouse Hobbs. Hobbs is still growing, so, no harm in that.
Yeah, the veteran should beat him there when you match strength for strength. That's what should happen.
And then afterwards, we get some fun. Pac comes out. He starts beating up Hobbs. Samoa Joe runs out. That brings Yuta and Daniel Garcia. And then that brings the Hangman, Adam Page. And Hangman, hopefully he's not taking a step backwards because this is the Death Riders. We did this already. What do you think?
We used to always question why Pac never wore anything but his gear. And now I get why. Because he looked like he was like a dishwasher for a fucking restaurant out there.
Well, he cut his hair, too. He cut his hair. That's the other thing.
I didn't realize his hair was thinning that much. It really showed now.
Yeah, the hair thing is what threw me off.
His shirt, he was wearing a shirt way too big, too. I don't know what was going on there. But it looked like it had holes in it. Like, it was old shirt, too. Like, he just got done working out or something.
Wear pants. I'm totally fine with that. But his body is too different to be wearing just normal shirts. Because, his shoulders are so massive, but then his waist is like
wide. Yeah, then he's such a triangle. Yeah.
So then the shirt just hangs like a chandelier. Yeah.
Equilateral triangle is his midsection.
Exactly. So, it looks weird. I will say this. Speaking about the Death Riders, one thing that we kind of touched on, it looked pretty cool at the pay-per-view and even last night. Daniel Garcia feels like he fits in the Death Riders. Now he's in like MMA shorts instead of the little underwear thing. Yep. Like I like him in the Death Riders.
When he won the match and he just had his fucking middle finger on the face of Shibata, right? As they were counting the 3.
2, 3. There you go. Yep. Next week, 6th anniversary show. It's going to be Hangman and the Ops minus Shibata taking on Pac, Garcia, and Claudio. It's going to be Moxley, Claudio, and Pac, I believe. So it should be fun.
Hold on, though. I can't believe we just went through this. Shibata's out, so they couldn't compete. Why didn't we involve Hook again? I know we thought we broke away from that, but this is perfectly written for this to have some kind of weird tense moments here at least.
Hey, we need somebody. Well, fuck you. I got Eddie. And then look, you want to involve Eddie in something real fun? Again, just because the veteran and you both know that they can go in the ring and on the mic, you have this pseudo I'm fighting for my kid kind of thing. Very similar to like when Danielson and Jericho were fighting over Garcia. Remember when they were doing that? Daniel Garcia. Hey, there you go. Celebrate that. If you did that, but made it cool and it's Samoa Joe and Eddie Kingston fight over Hook, that would be fucking badass.
Yeah, like who's more rough and tough? Who
can show this guy?
Who's more street? Who's more? Yeah, it's all of it.
Dude, hear me out.
What if they then all hugging out and became a trio? Come on.
Well, then Powerhouse.
Trios. We just covered.
Well, yeah. Hear me out, because this would be the coolest part of this for me. If you really wanted to dig into this, and Samoa Joe and Eddie Kingston can do this. Like, I trust that they could tell a story in this way. It's this weird thing. Think about this. This is, I'm having fun with this. It's a weird thing where Eddie and Samoa Joe are fighting to be the mentor of Hook. But really what they're fighting for is the approval of Taz, because they both looked up to Taz when they were coming up. So it's like, Hook's, but we're really, you know what I mean? Like the layers on top of that.
We could even involve Taz like he's the godfather, manipulating all of that they're all trying to curry favor and he knows it and like he's using them.
Just make him the fucking godfather. Just have him fucking sitting there. I'll make him an offer he can't refuse. Hook will do it. You know what I mean?
He's wearing the sunglasses and the suit.
We got Danielson on commentary, so Taz isn't needed there every week. Yes, motherfucker. God damn it, I want that. Brilliant fucking brain.
Big, beautiful brain.
Big fucking brilliant brain. Next up, we get an announcement. Yeah, the triple B,
brilliant brain.
Yeah. Next up, we get a special important announcement with no details, except for we're getting AEW Women's Tag Team Championships. We don't know when, we don't know how, but they're coming. And Tony Khan isn't going to.
This is going to be a tournament. Unless there's some giant big match, right? It's like a ladder match with 8 teams or whatever the fuck we do, right?
So it's going to be the first ever.
First battle royal. What shirt are you wearing?
Fucking doofus who made up that stupid ass match.
See, Tom doesn't know how to pick pay-per-views as well as I do, and so this is his punishment here, is to wear his favorite shirt and show everybody how big of a Jeff Jarrett fan he is.
Right there. Fuck you guys.
It's your Kris Statlander impression.
Yeah. Why don't you take a picture and send it to him on LinkedIn? Who do you think is going to be the first? Who would you bet on is going to be your first women's tag team champions? If you had to, put the money on the team now, who you betting on?
Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford.
There's, I started thinking about it. There's actually a lot of good options. So you could do Babyface, and you could do Ty Mello and Anna Jay. There it is. Yep. You could do Megan. Yeah, you could do Megan Bayne, Penelope Ford. If you wanted to do this like tweener thing, you could do Billy Starks and Athena, right? Because we're already giving ROH champions fucking AEW championships, so that doesn't matter.
What happened to Nia Jax? Could she get a partner and come back and wrestle? Is she all right? What is she doing? Or not
Nia Jax.
What's
Nyla Rose?
Excuse me.
Yeah, Nyla Rose. You could, because now it's 6 years, you could do some type of like OG gimmick now, right? Day ones, and you could have Nyla Rose.
She comes back with somebody with like, I don't know.
Look, hear this out. Day
Shida?
Ones. That's what I was going to say. Yeah, you do the day ones, and it's those two.
Rose and Shida. That's all you need right there.
Yeah, that would be cool. Then you obviously got, if you get Kris Statlander, you could do Statlander and Marina Shafir and the Death Riders, right? Do that. Harley Cameron with
Who can we team
anyone?
Up with Queen Aminata? Who can we team up with Queen? Who's a fighter?
Willow.
Willow and Queen Aminata. Yep.
Yeah. There you go. And then you got the 2/3 of the weirdos, right? You could do Sky Blue and Julia Hart. What's their fucking stupid ass name? The Triangle.
The Triangle of Madness.
Yeah. That one, you could do 2/3 of that group, right? Yeah, you got a lot of options, actually. Pretty fun. Pretty fun.
Who do you think's going to be the first?
My gut says, because they're pseudo day ones, I would bet, again, we have no story yet, but I would bet it's going to be Ty Mello and Anna Jay. Yeah, I think Anna Jay's done all of these. I lost the big matches thing. Ty Mello hasn't won a championship, so this would be a good, they're better together than separate kind of thing.
Still around?
No, she got fired. Nah, she got fired.
Might still wrestle, but not for AEW.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so there you go. No details, but
here we go. We all know we needed more titles in AEW, so there is that.
Mina and Toni Storm.
That
would be fun.
Make out every time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wrestling.
Attitude Era all over again. This is the best. This is why I watch. Anyhow,
they could base their entire gimmick on only wanting to have bra and panties matches, and everyone's like, "No, we're not doing that." And they're like, "God damn it, foiled again."
Yeah.
And they come out in bra and panties, and they're like, "No,
put some clothes on." Yeah. It's a reverse bra and panties match. The first one to get dressed fucking wins the match.
Jeff Jarrett is offering ideas back there.
You know what I mean?
We do again.
Yeah, there it is. Oh man, that would be such bullshit. But that'd be good.
Reverse bra and panties match.
Yeah.
Well, I think we could pull this off. Actually,
with Toni Storm, yeah, for sure, yeah. Yeah, because Toni Storm and Mina would never want to win, so it's like they begrudgingly have a shirt on, and another one's trying to
wriggling around. Somebody's trying to put a coat on them, and they're like,
"No, this is bullshit." Yeah,
fake karate and shit.
That'd be fun. All right, so after the announcement, then we get into the main event, which we talked about: Statlander, Mina. We get the decision from Statlander, which I again don't think is real. But then we don't close the show there because flamethrower Darby Allin walks down the Death Riders and then says, "You're never going to make me quit." So at Wrestle Dream, an I Quit match. So we know who's going to win. Because look, when Darby says, "I'm not going to do something," we know that's true. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So,
yeah.
Because how would he quit?
I'm jealous of his flamethrower, though. I'm going to be honest with you. It's cool.
Well, and all the shit that was coming off of it, too. Like, it looked like there was, like, debris just, like, coming down on his shoulder.
I've got a flamethrower, but mine I have to attach to this propane tank, and I got to wheel around with a long hose on it. If I could just have it as like a fucking gun and just fucking be cool.
Because how would you think if you had to book Darby loses an I Quit match? How would you do it?
I think you only do it where somebody he cares about is in peril. So we got Sting about ready to be thrown off a bridge or something, right? Because that's the only way. That's the only way that I believe.
And I'll be honest with you, that would make Darby have some more depth. Because as we're talking about some of the best characters in AEW, Eddie Kingston, Hangman, MJF, even Jon Moxley.
Character work with Darby, is there? Yeah.
Darby's just like, I'm crazy. And we're like, no, we believe you, you know?
We've said he's kind of the Jeff Hardy of this time, right? Where it's just like, there isn't really much about to say what he is other than he's Darby Allin, right? Like,
and you got to watch it, right? Yeah, it's something crazy.
You just got to watch it, and you're going to like it, right? Like, it's going to be cool. Like, it's interesting. It's unique. Nobody else is doing anything like it. Right. And so, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, there's no quit there, right? So here's like the problem is, all right, the only person we've built up that believability with Darby Allin is Sting, right? That Sting would be in peril, that he would say, I quit. There's nobody else. But the only reason I would want that to happen is that person was in on the take, and now there's like this massive heel turn on Darby, right? Oh, I quit. And they're like, good, because I was in it the whole time, right? And we're not going to do that with Sting now. So like, I don't know. I don't know how we do that. He's got
you can't do it with Sting. The other thought I
quit. I guess he did when he was getting fucking
he'll quit. So. Yeah. He's kind of like a Terry Funk, where it's like, oh, he never quit. But then you go through like Terry Funk's
to fight another day.
But like Terry Funk's quit plenty of times, right? In matches, you know?
Well, you got to know when you're going to die. Like, I can't win. It's stupid to like not quit now, because I got to like, I might actually be out for months if I don't quit now. All right. Like, let me come back next week and beat his ass, right?
The only other thought I had, but I don't think it would be good. It would be good on paper. I don't think it would be good in execution, is because Darby Allin is such a ride or die for AEW. If somehow the Death Riders put Tony Khan in peril and he's like, I'm not going to, no, I can't have that happen. And then Tony Khan goes, ha ha, you fucking idiot. But Tony Khan can't do that, right? Tony Khan's not that good of an actor. I don't want to see Tony Khan like that.
But we can build it up. You know, honestly, like he could be getting help from somebody, right? Somebody's his helpful friend, but we already added a new member to the Death Riders, which kind of sucks, right? Well, they don't even need to join the Death Riders. They could just be his new opponent, right? That's what takes him away from the Death Riders. Mm-hmm. So somebody starts becoming his friend to help him out. I don't have a name yet. Maybe you do by the look on your face. And they like, all right, I'm going to help you in this fight. And then that comes to it, right? Like they're in peril. And he's like, no, don't kill him. This is my fight. And they're like, okay, stupid. And then he, gives him the Kansas City punt. And it was me the whole time. Austin. Right?
Well, I keep saying, hey, I want Statlander in the Death Rider somehow. If you build up, because they're doing a tag match together, and you build up Darby and Statlander are BFFs.
So it's her. She's in peril, which fits the storyline.
Yep.
And he's like, no, don't break Statlander's neck. And they're like, okay, good. And she gets up and does the wham.
Yep. Does
she
the
low
gave blow.
Up, match over.
Yeah. And then, he could be.
Flex. Well, now he doesn't have a new opponent. We just got to continue this.
It'd be Yuta. Yeah. Because that's because when she joins, I still think she's going to join. That's her BFF, right? As like Marina's with Moxley. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pac and Claudio are connected at the hip.
We haven't explained that.
Yeah. Pac and Claudio are connected at the hip. So then Garcia lives underneath the tree of Moxley. So then it would just be goofball Yuta with big, strong girl Statlander. And that's where, again, we get the fun promos where she's doing squats and Yuta's like doing a promo.
So
saying,
Moxley can move on, but it's still a Death Riders feud, but it's just disconnected from mine. It's just Stat and Yuta, and maybe Mina comes in once in a while. Or Mina Shirakawa, right?
Yeah,
or no,
exactly.
Not Mina Shirakawa.
Marina Shafir.
Right.
Yeah, but then Moxley can. Yeah,
Mina Shirakawa, Marina Shafir. We gotta see.
But Moxley could always come back in and be
like the Viking Experience.
Easy. But he could always come back and be like, hey, here's some legitimacy to make this a main event, right? And I'm going to take over for Yuta in this example.
Oh, yeah, every time Darby does have the upper hand, Moxley comes in. Yeah, I mean, so we can kind of keep running this around for a while. I don't see why not.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Yeah, that'd be fun. But that's our AEW
Statlander
Dynamite.
Can throw Darby around a bit, like dart him, and Rey Mysterio into the fucking.
And he'll go like, yeah, do it. Let's fucking figure out a new place to throw me.
Wrestling peaked at that moment for me. That was the coolest moment ever in wrestling, when he fucking grabbed Rey Mysterio and just lawn darted him into the side of the fucking production truck. I was like, well, that's the coolest we're ever going to be.
You know what I keep thinking of when I think of that night, though? I always thought, not that it was the coolest. That was the coolest, like, highlight, but I remember thinking, I remember thinking, no, I agree with you, but I remember that night for thinking, fuck, is Macho Man gonna die? Because remember, he jumps on top of that limo as it's driving,
right. Yeah,
and he like almost goes sideways. Yeah, and he almost goes sideways.
Remember when you said, like, if you're gonna show me a car taking off, go fast? Yeah, they did not care about Macho. Knowing Macho, he was like, fucking Florida. If you do anything less than Florida, I'm gonna beat your ass as soon as we're off camera, right? Like, he wanted legitimacy in everything he did.
Well, I don't think he was supposed to do that. I think he got caught up in the moment. They didn't fucking realize, and they're like, well, we can't stop. We're on fucking camera.
Maybe they didn't even know he was up there. Yeah. He's probably kind of like, slow down, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's what I always think of with that. I was like, Macho could have died that night, like for real died that night. All right, so that was our Dynamite from Pittsburgh. The biggest question coming out of this night, though, I feel, we were in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, yet again, AEW. And this was the first time in company history we did not see DMD.
I think she's not around anymore. I don't think that's a thing.
What, you think she's done with wrestling?
I think she may be done with AEW, and yeah, I don't know if she's got open door policy over at the WWE either, right? Things didn't end well there either, did they? Yeah, you can always go back. Like, things don't have to end well there, but
yeah. I think over on the Dark Place it's too full. Where's she gonna fit in at? They got 1,500.
Yeah.
Nope. Like, she wouldn't go to Impact, right? Because that's essentially WWE, from what I'm reading.
Well, yeah, it is, isn't it? Like, isn't it?
Yeah,
that is what it is now, right? I don't know.
Yeah. So it was interesting. I really thought we were going to see Britt Baker.
Go to ROH? That's owned by Tony too. Like, it's all.
Yeah. You better fly to Tokyo and be going to
two-party system. God damn it.
Yeah, that was the biggest, not shocker, but interesting moment for me. Is we were in Pittsburgh. We had because when we said the main event was Statlander, Mina, I thought that was instantly Britt Baker's going to show up to help or hurt or do something big. And nope. Interesting. But yeah, next week, the 6-year anniversary, we got some fun to talk about and should be a good old time.
I'm excited to see all of you back here in the chat with us, like Theo was, Eric Douglas was. I think you were in there too, Tom, chatting away with some.
Hell yeah.
Join us. Remember, check out allelitewrapup.com for all the links to find us. Send us an email at aewrapup@gmail.com. And with all that said,
I will see you next week, dumbass.